Let's talk. Let's talk about being a grown-ass man in jiu-jitsu.
Okay, cool. So we were having a discussion. I've got a long background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I started in about 1998, and I've been training regularly ever since then. My first gym was affiliated with Hicks and Gracie, and then they switched and they got under Higa Machado. And I actually received my blue belt from Chris Howder, who's one of the original Dirty Dozen, one of the first Americans to earn a BJJ black belt. He earned it through the Machados. After training in Portland, I moved to Vegas, and I continued my training journey. I've been in Vegas since '04. I've been coaching since '06. I've been a head coach of a team for Jiu-Jitsu since 2010, 2011. And then currently at Couture's, I am a black belt coach, but I'm not a head coach. The head coach is Rob Follis here. But I serve under Robert, and I'm a black belt instructor here at Team Couture. In my time in Vegas from '04 to this point, we've had multiple gyms owned by Brazilians, run by Brazilians, and all of them except for one, to my knowledge, has switched affiliation at some point in their jiu-jitsu journey as a team, as a gym. By the way, I think that's okay. At some point, Ricardo Cavalcante, who was under, and by the way, I haven't talked to him. I'm not mad at him. I'm not talking trash about Ricardo. But Ricardo was Carlson Gracie. At some point, he switched to Henzo. I'm sure everyone was okay with that switch, whatever. But he switched for a reason. Whatever the reason is, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's okay. Team Mika, who's an outstanding jiu-jitsu team. I'm not talking trash. But they were under Hegan. They changed to be under Hoyler and Hickson and be under Gracie Maida. By the way, great team. I'm friends with them. I like them. No problem. But they switched. For whatever reason. Robert Drysdale used to coach under Nova União, but I don't know that he ever represented them with the gym. I believe he was Checkmat. He created Team Zenith with Calvaca, and they're actually one of my favorite teams. I love them. This is not an indictment of Robert Drysdale in any way. He switched affiliations. He created a team. When he did that, there was a lot of controversy, and people said, oh my goodness, and people took sides. Evan Dunham was a Robert Drysdale affiliate. He split. He's Dunham Jiu-Jitsu. I'm not mad at Evan, whatever. My point is this. What will happen in the Jiu-Jitsu community is a team will switch affiliation. Overnight, I was wearing Machado patch on my gi when I was competing. And now, from this day forward, we're going to wear a Gracie Maida patch. And by the way, it's okay. No one rebels. No one says, oh, I'm going to get off the ship. We're disloyal. But if you have a guy who switches gyms, it's too far a drive. You're not meeting my needs as a jiu-jitsu athlete, as a coach. I want to compete more. I want to compete less. I have conflict with people in that gym. I don't want to be there anymore. Whatever the case is, I go and I move to another team. People will call him a creanete, they'll call him this, they'll call him that. I know grown men who will come to my gym and train, and they have to conceal it. Hey Chad, don't put this on social media. I'm not mad at them. I'm not talking trash about them. But they're in a position where they feel like they need permission to come train jiu-jitsu. What if they learn something new that they could come back to their team? What if they learn, we wrestle better than most of the teams in Vegas. You should train with us. We're open to you training with us. It would help your takedowns. Most gyms, they start on their knees. They start on their butt. When's the last time in your gym you started standing and you fought for a takedown? If the answer is we don't, come over and train takedowns. Take them back to your people. We're okay with that. On the day we compete, we're going to try to choke you unconscious. We're going to try to win. I want to compete. But the only people who care about the patch on your back is a street gang or an outlaw motorcycle gang. In jiu-jitsu, I only have love for you if you train jiu-jitsu. When we compete, I'm going to try to win. But all this creanete and all this loyalty runs one way in jiu-jitsu. When teams want to change, they change. You guys can have whatever opinion you want. I've been in the game a long time. Sergio Pena has never switched affiliation. His affiliation is Sergio Pena, and I'm sure he's never switched besides. He's a very traditional guy. I have nothing but respect for Sergio Pena. But outside of Sergio Pena, I believe, just off the top of my head, that every other team has switched. at some point or another. And those same guys will get angry to the point people won't talk to people that they were friends with a week ago because that dude's on another team. Silliness, silliness, silliness. So that's kind of my 2 cents, jiu-jitsu politics. I love jiu-jitsu. I understand. Hey, there was a point when it got started in Brazil where there were just different teams making their own way. And they were, but those guys are, listen, we're putting it on TV all the time now. For 1995, I'll give you a jiu-jitsu lesson. Hey, you can download our whole loop choke series for $29.99. But God forbid if you go train with some other guy because then you're disloyal. But I'll sell it to the other guy and he can study it. It's silliness. Hopefully we're moving past this and we can move into an age of jiu-jitsu where we cross-train and we do it freely. Some guys will say, Chad, coach, what if I fight that guy in Pan Ams and he trains with me? What if he did and now we know he can't defend single legs? Now we know he never passes left. Do you think the benefit is one-sided if he trains with us? As a coach, I will tell you this to all my athletes, this is an open statement. If I don't give you what you need, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, on the mat, and I'm not giving you what you need, go get it. Do not ask me for permission. Go train. Go train with other guys. If they find a better way and you want to bring it back, bring it back. But that's what we should be doing. There should be a free exchange. And by the way, if you are so much like we can't share, then stop posting stuff and stop selling it to dudes in their garage. And that's all I got to say about that. I think the truth is it's okay to put it up. It's okay to sell it. It's okay for you to generate revenue through your knowledge. It's okay to build a great team, but stop worrying about where your boys are training. Embrace everybody, embrace the knowledge, and let's work together and grow this great thing called jiu-jitsu. Let's look for more exposure, not less, more openings, not more closed-mindedness. And dudes aren't crayonettes just because they train at more than one gym. It's called mixed martial arts. Figure it out. For you guys who are hiding, I hope the day comes when you can be open, that you came over here for a session and then you went back to your team. At the end of the day, you're still wearing your team's patch when you compete. Stop being so concerned, guys. That's all I got. So hey, last thought on this. If we're still, just to look at this from a 30,000 foot view. How about this? The next time you're gonna switch team affiliations, run it by your whole team and get everyone's permission. The next time whoever's running the team says we're gonna affiliate now with that guy, run it through everybody and see if they all agree. Because, or last thing I'll say, or let's say there's a high level brown belt, he wins Pan Ams, or a blue belt. Anyone who gets a belt from anyone but you, and he wants to come to your team, it would be disloyal for you to accept him. So if you get a dude who's like Pan Am medalist, and he says, well, I want to train at a bigger, better gym, and you're that bigger, better gym, but you don't believe in dudes going to another gym, you can't accept that dude, or it's nonsense. You're talking out both sides of your mouth. If anybody on your team ever came from another team, and you let them don your patch, you're not being loyal. You shouldn't accept a guy like that. So it works both ways if you're going to have this stance. So just keep that in mind. So go train a little, a lot, no matter where you train. Let's start training together, boys.
Yes, sir. One more time.